And here we are. Well, I'm here. He's out there.
Yeah, I'm here.
Howdy, Dad.
Formatting cards right now.
Formatting cards.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. Well, while you format the cards, I'm going to say hello to everybody that's already here. We got Eat More Possum, Brent, howdy. Fly Zone Drone, Mikey. And then Lee McCready. Oh, you got a few fellers in here. Well, that's not really different to any other day. I mean, he's out there. He's in his own little world.
Oh, I'm just seeing if anything's fixed. Sometimes it fixes overnight. No, I was just trying to change the mode. All right.
Yeah, we'll have to plug her into beta flight. I was flying blind when.
Oh yeah. No, everything's good. Everything's
You
in
gotta
order.
make sure the serial thing is enabled for UR3, I believe it is.
Yeah, and that's it. It's S bus is right. I noticed that right away, but yeah, the right serial port's got to be plugged in, and that's or got to be flipped over.
Yep.
I just need to get the routine down. I'm a routine person, so if we get routine, but it's the camera, the O3 camera pops right on, so she's ready to go. OSD's on.
Akiraso, good to have you. Green Fox, Green Mountain Troning. Good evening.
I even freaking tighten that puppy up. So now I got an official FPV stick.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to
Welcome.
plug it in, make sure it's all where it's supposed to be.
Well,
It's
it's
hard
got to
to
be the
set
best
up
looking.
a quad if you don't have the freaking controller.
It's got to be the best looking quad in freaking America right now. So
I don't know if you noticed, but I sent you the STLs for the camera mount and
yes,
the antenna mount.
I put those in a folder.
There's an extra one in there for the camera at 15 degrees.
And I also ordered 4 sets of props. So shit's getting real.
Jim's droning. Good evening, sir. Yeah, our weather here is about to go psycho again. I don't know what happened with Mother Nature, but damn it, somebody give her a shot of B12 or vitamins or something.
Alexa's been freaking screwing me over, man. My internet has been cutting out every night. They're doing work on their fiber optic stuff, and they keep killing me every night.
Well, maybe one of these days you get to graduate from smoke signal to like copper.
I get a phone call every afternoon from my wife who's trying to work at home. She's like, the internet doesn't work.
Akiraso has a question for you.
Uh-oh. That's scary.
Is official FPV stick a popular pickup line at the clubs?
Yes. You know what FPV stands for, don't you?
Don't go there. We're trying to stay civilized. Almost said.
It says Canada weather heat wave went up to 8 today. It's 50.
Is that 8 Fahrenheit or Celsius?
We got 53 right now, but it's been cold in the morning. It's like 31.
It's 70 here right now.
Yeah, you guys got our weather from this weekend. You're welcome. I sent it that way.
Well, eight Celsius, that's not too bad. That's at least 40, what's that, 45? Somewhere in that neighborhood?
$45.
Let's see. 46.4.
So how is everybody doing with all this excitement that we've had? We've had so much excitement. Everybody can
Yeah, so
hardly.
much excitement.
Oh yeah, we have Chinese balloon flights. We've had, think about this. In America, if I flew over a military site, one that was top secret with my drone, it would be in the news and I would be in prison. But if the Chinese throw a freaking balloon across the country and fly over all of them, you get a pass at least till you get to the Pacific Ocean.
Well, it was a weather balloon that
Well, mine's a weather
straight
drone.
off.
Mine's a weather drone. All I'm doing is collecting weather samples,
Yeah, well,
checking voltage. That was fun. I really enjoyed the memes. It was a lot of good times. So
speaking of memes, darn it, I meant to download this thing.
uh-oh.
We'll have to throw this one in there.
Well, I've got a meme too.
You do?
Yep. I'm going to let you share your meme first.
Yeah.
I got to find mine. I don't know where the hell I put it. It could be in a bunch of different places. There were some great ones though. My favorite one was to Eric Swalwell. Love you long time. Happy birthday, Eric. A balloon from 8,000 miles away. And this is not meant to be political at all either. I am so apolitical. I'm so apolitical now because I don't want to hear it anymore. It's still fun though.
All right.
I have two separate places that I hide things. Oh boy.
And neither one can be found by balloon?
Yeah, I just
Here we go. Let's see. Share the screen.
Screen share.
There's the German spy balloon.
Hey, where'd that spy balloon come from? Those dang Germans are spying on us again. That's almost like a French tank joke.
Well, you know why French infantry rifles so highly thought after, right?
No,
never been shot, only been dropped once.
They've been dropped once and never been shot. Oh, that's a good one. That's a timeless one. That'll never.
Oh, there's another one. The French flag of war. You know what that looks like? White eagle on white background. Ben T.
Ben T's in the house.
Ben. Almost didn't recognize you. Good thing you didn't change your avatar there, or we wouldn't have known it was you.
Lee put up one. Can I show Lee Beasing's one?
Sure.
All right, let me put his up there. Let's see if I can share this. Oh yeah. Hold on. I'm moving screens around right now. Trying to do I'm doing a little search. Oh, come on, right there. There we go. We got that one stuck in there. And let me see if I can find it. Okay, that's my top one. All right. Okay, I got to figure out where I moved my viewing screen down so I can see stuff. Let me just go like there and then reduce that. There we go. So I'm not looking up in the air all the time, up in the sky. So let's see. We'll find this one.
Well, I mean, with you, we're gonna have to do one or two things. Either you're gonna have to move your monitor down, or you need to start blowing your nose before you come on. Because we can't see clear into your sinuses.
All right, it's up now.
It's up.
There we go. Chinese weather balloon used. Somebody just took a bunch of electronic trash and threw it in the beach and then stuck a couple solar panels on it. Looks like a dishwasher and a freaking in an air conditioning unit. Oh. Yeah, those will never get old, I'll tell you.
Ben, I'm going to take you up on that because I've been burning through quite a bit of firewood this winter.
Firewood. Okay. Now we're looking at Mike Dizzle's Vegas video. Shizzle me dizzle. I was watching K-Swan videos today. And I was watching Ken Heron. Oh boy.
You're locked up again.
Yep. And I know why. And I know why. I know why.
You'll be right back. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to show video and locked up the machine or locked up OBS.
Can you hear me still?
I can hear you.
Oh.
That's actually a good picture of you right there.
That's the thing is I can do that. And then I'll just have a talking duck. That's probably the best way to do it anyway. Oh, that's appropriate right there. That's pretty much par for the course every week.
Well, you're gonna have to restart OBS, don't you?
Yep. Be right back.
All right. So while he's out with that, I think I'll start with this new thing that they're talking about. Another mini is on the way. For those that sleep on the rock, DJI is coming out with the Mini 2 SE.
All right, here we go. This is where the rant starts.
I know how to trigger him.
Oh man. The Chinese keep shutting my video down. Okay, here we go. I'm going to fix this for good once and for all.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm fixing it once and for all.
Fixing it once and for all. Okay.
Yep.
Well, while you're fixing that, I'm going to pull up a picture here real quick. No, it's Where did I put it? There we go. And we'll shoot it in there. And here we go. Mini 2 SE. Set to have the 2.7K camera available as a fly more combo. It has the new controller with it. So I guess that's what sets it apart from the Mini 1 SE. And it flies on the new Mini 2 batteries. Newer, I should say. So
Okay.
it flies on the gray battery, not on the black one. The black battery was for the Mini 1. The Mini 2 would fly with either, but this comes with the gray lipos.
But if it fits the gray lipos, it'll also fit the black
It should.
Lion battery.
It should.
Okay. Now, price. This is the big problem with this whole scenario. Is this thing is going to have to come in at a super low price, because refurbished Mini 2s that are 4K are damn near, they're about $400 and change. You could probably make a deal. And this makes 0 sense unless it's $299.
Well,
It's
I don't know if it's going to be
$2.7K.
$299. I'm guessing it's going to be $350 because
$299 with with OcuSync, and which will take away the problems of the earlier SE that you had to put the Yagis on because it was Wi-Fi.
Well, if it's okay, $299 was single battery, $350, $375 for the fly more pack.
Right. And you got to add the extra batteries, which will bring the price up. But if they have a drone only kit where you can purchase all the stuff, then if it's more than $299, then you're getting screwed for not going to the actual Mini 2 with the 4K camera. I mean, and you get 3 batteries with the 4K camera for $400. I mean, it's such a freaking corner they painted themselves into. It just makes very little sense. It's such a tight price point,
Well, you don't know what their cost is on that.
Oh, I know. It's a tight price point for us. I mean, it's not a. Yeah, so
it may not be all that tight a price for them. I mean, all the engineering's already paid for through the Mini 1, Mini 2 sales.
Right. So
no,
right now,
that's gravy.
Right now, from the DJI refurbished store, one of their outlets, for $369, you can get the Mini 2 with 3 batteries. $369. Mini 2, 4K with 3 batteries. And there's also a $399. 30 to 33% off. They're fire saling them all. And they're probably doing this. Did you notice what else went down in price? Was it the
Mini 3 came
the Air?
out.
No, the Air 2S is down in price in refurbished.
I imagine there's quite a bit of stock available on those.
Air 2S refurbished $759. I mean, and there you're getting, the pretty much a mini version of the classic. And it, you get decent flight time with that thing too. I mean, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's just so crazy. Now that's a 1 battery variant. That's not the Fly More variant, but there's such a tight, area now. Do you think they're feeling the squeeze?
Everybody's feeling a squeeze.
I wonder I wonder how much cash this company has in reserve. Trillions,
So
huh?
they're still advertising the Mini SE, so the Mini 1 SE at $299.
Yeah, see, it's just everything is so freaking convoluted, and
With
I mean,
sold back controller. All that thing's coming out in 2 days, so we will see.
We'll see.
We will see what's coming of it.
And here's a refurbished Mini 3 for $499.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, that's obviously that's the S, that's the low, the reduced, that's not there's no sensors or anything in that. And if you're going to do some crazy flying like I would do, I wouldn't fly that, I don't know. I did. I flew the Mini 2. They didn't have any sensors, but here's somebody selling their pro controller for $229.
Yeah, careful with that. There's a lot of guys trying to sell pro controller which actually turn out to be the smart controllers.
Well, no, this is the cheap controller, not the smart, not the, this is the, the smart remote. It's not the, but anyway, I'm just saying there's a lot of, they call it their Valentine's Day sale. Yes. Impress your wife and get her a drone. Can I tell you, I would get hit in the face if I gave my wife a drone for Valentine's Day. She'd be like,
okay, here's what I want you to do tomorrow morning. Go to Best Buy, buy her a drone. Okay. Set up some cameras in the house because we're going to have this on video. Okay. I'll edit it. I already got the title for it.
For Valentine's
Day
video?
of Dead Random.
That would be the end.
It came to a random end.
23% off. There you go. The usual stuff that's for sale, that's not on sale.
Yeah. Oh, Michael's in the house. Michael Wright, aka Texas Arch Drone Guy. Howdy, fella.
Yep, there would be a real fire sale. Anytime there's a drone sitting on my kitchen table, my wife will come in and she'll go, "Oh, awesome. This week I can buy 2 pairs of shoes." It's like I can get away with
it. And if it says DJI on the box, you'll say, "Now we can expand my closet."
Oh. The only thing new that showed up for me.
I know you just renovated and all, but did you already put in a shoe closet?
No.
I know she's listening. I'm just trying to give her some ideas.
She's not very organized with her shoes. Some girls aren't. Some ladies are like super organized. Like if you look at my shoe closet, mine are all lined up, but they're all old. There's nothing. Everything I've got in my shoe closet
Yeah,
is.
you buy drones, you can't afford shoes.
I wear my shoes freaking till you can't walk normal on them, and then you got to figure out what to do with it because they still look decent. See, I can't just throw them away. All right. Should we open up a can?
You want to open up the can?
Should we open up a can of what I would consider to be controversial topics?
I hope you got a scale out.
Would you fly with these? Would you put these on your long range? Especially after I printed them. Okay, I'm going to print. Okay, these are 3-inch. Okay, they're 3.5 inches, I think.
What's it going to be now? 3 inch, 3.5 inch.
I think they're 3.5. I don't think I'd print out 3 inches.
Okay.
So
Did you print out clockwise and counterclockwise, or did you just print out clockwise?
I sure did print out opposing sides.
Okay. Now, do you have a prop balance tool?
Oh, yeah, it's called a 3D printer. Okay, 8.34 ounces or grams, not ounces.
Per prop.
That would be heavy. Yeah, so
now take a regular 3-inch prop and put it on your scale and give us.
Can I put this one on there?
Well, that's 2/3 of a 5-inch. That should be about the same weight.
It's almost 2 grams. These are heavy compared to these. Remember, this is PETG, and these aren't very heavy. I would not trust these on more of a hover. That's it. I would never ever fly 100 feet with those. Okay, I also
first, when you print those things, you need to balance them.
Well, I'm going to balance them on a quad. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so you see these right here? These are 2 inches.
I'll be getting another package from him. Can you change out my motors, please?
Those are 5.57. So, well, they're about the same size as that's a 2-inch prop, just like you'd put on the rocket, about that size.
It's going to go poof.
Poof.
And then there's going to be the magic smoke escaping the motor, and that's the end of it.
Okay, so here's a 3-inch right there. So there's a 3-inch. And that's a 2-inch on there. Here's the bigger one. Here's the 3.5. So you could put these things on here.
If that's a 3.5-inch prop, and the pink props that you got there are 3.5s.
It's a diatone, so it's got to be 3s. So maybe this has to be 3 though. I'm almost sure.
You must have printed up to 2 inches.
The 2.5 inches.
2-inch, 40 mil. Well, 40 mil is 1.5 inches, 1.6 inch.
Takes about 30 minutes to print one of those props. About 30 minutes. Yeah, I'd have to throw a measurement onto the. Using my high-tech measuring tool here. Let's see. Can I even read it? Yeah, there we go. It's from the hub to the edge. It says 3 inches.
Wow.
So 3 inches from the.
Dude, you need to measure the diameter.
If I go to the diameter.
Or if you measure the radius, you got to double that.
Right, but it's let's see. So 6 inches. Yeah, 6.
There ain't no way those props are 6 inches.
It's 6, not inches. This is metric, isn't it? I don't know. I freaking made it.
Yeah.
This is 6 centimeters. What is that? Like, I don't know. Oh my God, my brain.
Just
man.
over 2 inches.
Yeah. Why do I even have that thing? It's useless. It is absolutely a useless tool.
Yeah, looks like Akirasha had to go.
Take those calipers down to Cal Lab. I'm gonna take them to. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna.
And One Vision, or we should say half vision, since this shit got swapped.
Half
Yellow
vision.
Rose in the house. Yeah, take those down to Cal Lab. Go.
Okay, so we got two.
So anyhow, yeah, these toroidal, hemorrhoidal, whatever. Hemorrhoidal would be a much better term for those things because they're already pain in my butt.
Okay, so these things, the reason why you want them on your quad is because they're safer than regular quads. If you're Sunrise water media and you stick your hand
straight into it,
well, you don't stick them down in there. That's like a blender. I mean, you go in there and shit, you might even cut it off even better.
Tell Chris that, aka Sunrise. I mean, we shouldn't expect much from a guy that uses a damn transmitter for a soccer ball. Okay. But geez, I mean, even he shouldn't know that you don't stick your damn fingers into the props. It's no fun to pick on him when he ain't actually here. But I know he's going to watch the rerun, so he's going to get us anyhow.
Those are pretty clean. Look at the holes in there. That's pretty damn clean. These are PETG prints. But you can see that there's some fragments there. Just take a piece of 1000 grit sandpaper and just smooth out the edges.
Well,
maybe stick them on a drill and spin them around a little bit.
Well, you're going to have to balance those things before you install them on anything. Yeah, that caliber is a 3D printer. And he has yet to learn how to use it.
I can't read it because it's all white. There we go. You can see it translucent now. What I was going to do is I was going to change the color when I got to the very last bit of the print, so it would show the numbers. For a quick read, it's good.
Ben has an idea for you. So if you want safe, or maybe you shouldn't be 3D printing them.
Well, something's going to fly with these for sure.
Yeah.
Something's going to go
out the door.
Get one of those little toys that's, $59 and stick them on there.
Well, I got various sizes here, so I can, but I'm not even going to bother trying.
You're not even curious?
I'm not even going to waste a PETG filament on this. You might be able to get away with it was a resin printer.
Where you get it, yeah, because these things will definitely fray. if the temperature's off, you got strings there, and you get one of those little strings going. Next thing you know, you have a little sell them to the Russians. No, I'm going to sell them to the Chinese. These are balloon.
The Chinese don't need props. They have helium.
These are balloon props.
Chinese don't need. So I'm just wondering. So MIT came up with these toroidal props, and DJI being the big bad Chinese manufacturer, and Inbit was the CCP. How are they going to get the props from MIT to DJI to actually make them now?
I don't see. Let me see if I can put them up there.
I'm just curious. How are we going to make that one happen?
Well, they can't communicate right now. So I'm looking for all the different versions of the toroidal props that they have.
So they're using them for boats.
I can see that.
They've got a toroidal prop for boats. It's a real bargain too. A regular boat prop costs about $500. One of those things costs $5,000.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh man. The MIT made a free download to print them.
Here we go.
The Leonardo da Vinci.
Da Vinci's air screw props are the next prop vat.
I've seen those.
There you go.
I've seen those on. I've seen them working. Now if you watched who did I say which video? It was the speed guy. The guy that threw him on. He printed them. He didn't even do anything to him. He threw him on an X quad, and he just ripped them. And the other thing is quiet. Is they're definitely quieter. They give kind of a whooshing sound, but and Kai would say that whooshing sound is your motors burning up.
Ben, I actually saw some video on that on the boat props, and it was pretty interesting to watch. They somehow managed to inject smoke into the water, and it shows how the water passes through the prop. It's quite interesting. Cavitation was quite a bit less.
Yeah, and that's the other one is it puts a more smooth air platform, but I've not seen that. I have not seen anybody do that's all word of mouth stuff. What we know is pretty much very limited as far as the hobbyists are concerned. And
I watched one guy, he was comparing the toroidal bladed fan versus a regular muffin fan for computer cooling. And the toroidal only put out about half the CFM that the other computer fan put out. So.
Okay, how about this?
Oh,
here's
boy.
Another one.
Oh, yeah. Stick your fingers on that puppy.
That looks like something you'd stick in your garden, you know?
Well, the one that you had actually reminds me more of a biohazard sign than anything else.
Now, that one is freaking some serious business right there. You can literally print these things out. Okay, here's one more. There's one more in here that's very interesting. This is not true toroidal. This is a it called it toroidal-ish, but it's not.
Well, those are the ones that MIT was working with.
Oh, these right here?
The two-bladed ones.
Yeah. And that would be tough to
But
print
is it
because they would have
actually
to.
two-bladed or is it four-bladed?
This would be really a tough print because of the, of the. It's up off the surface.
So you're going to have plenty of supports to print, and yeah. And
So,
Chuck's in the house, aka Covaction.
anybody sick yet?
I got a cue for that.
I'm
Boom.
upside down. Yeah. You can only look at that so often. It is interesting though. It's interesting, and it's this kind of thing that makes the hobby fun if it can be utilized in some kind of meaningful way.
Well, the problem is we need to get a manufacturer to actually make these things. They need to be injection molded.
Yeah, right. Well, just like the rest of these.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much. I mean,
and
okay,
then we have to look at weights and.
Here's a prime example right here. Okay.
Yeah, that's the postal service for you.
Yeah. So this is, this, of course, when you put the T mounts, it just weakens them. And then, when you screw it down, it spreads. So you get a weakened hub. That's why you want the single shaft props. But as far as the props are concerned, I mean, they're like, they're solid, they're smooth, they're uniform, and these aren't. I mean, these are definitely flexible for sure with PETG. But like you're saying, it's not a single pour, it's not like a resin printer where it's completely fused together. And, that's why injection molded, and it's going to be a better airfoil. But you can still practice. Okay. You can still, look funny.
Chuck, I did lose a few pounds here recently. Kind of had to. That happens when you don't have teeth to chew with anymore.
It's what happens when you're told you can't have freaking muffins today. Kai, you can't have muffins. It's not good for your health. Before, you just went home and you had muffins.
No, actually, I lost about 25 pounds, I think.
Oh, I'm jealous. That's the only thing I lost is some hair.
On the 350.
Yeah, health-wise, you gotta. What's healthy weight for 7 feet? I mean,
believe it or not, 250 pounds.
250? You're not
that big around.
Gosh, I'm 250 right. I'm 259. So
fat ass.
I did. And when I have to go in, they tell you, hey, you got to be like 209. I'm like, shit. I'm like, dude, I haven't been.
I'm extremely slim. I mean, we talked about it yesterday. Andre the Giant, okay, 4 inches taller than me, so he's about, that much taller than me, but weighs 540 pounds to my 350, so half of me on top. Where the hell do you put that weight?
He is huge. But okay, here we go.
Oh boy, what do you find now?
Here's okay.
We
So
can't
here's
put the
Andre.
online porn on here.
Okay, so here's Andre the Giant. Here, let me see him. Right here, standing next to. Well, crap. We don't want there. It's muted. So good. So there's his hand, and they're showing you the size and how big he is as a person. He's just. And he's thick. See, that's the difference. I mean, he is freaking. That's why he's 500 pounds. Yeah,
He
because
decided to stick with wrestling.
that's gigantism.
Yeah.
And but he's thick. That's where the weight is. I mean, Hulk Hogan's probably what 6'8", 6'9", maybe. Probably. I'm looking at him standing next to each other.
I guarantee you, Hogan is standing on a step stool of some type in that picture.
I've never been close to
Hogan ain't that big. Hogan ain't that tall.
No. But yeah, I grew up with the wrestling and a lot of
I saw him in Berlin.
Yeah, Andre traveled around a lot to all the regional wrestling places, and so we got to see him at least once a week.
No, I saw us. I got to see Hogan in Berlin.
But yeah, just a big dude. Yep. Yep. Ah, yes. That was the good old boy time. But so you're not a buyer of toroidal props, and you think
until they get all the bugs worked out of it.
Is anybody I'm trying to think of who's going to buy the mini SE2. The mini SE2. Hey, you know what's coming next? The Air 2
The
SE.
Mini 2 SE. It's Mini 2 SE.
the Air 2 SE. with the 2.7K camera. I bet you they have a bunch of old Air 2 cameras.
Mini 2 SE.
It's a good design. I really like that design. It was a nice little design.
And there's the box. Mini 2 SE and even on the box. So
I just don't understand why they can't throw 4K on that.
These are pictures from Jasper Allen's he published on Twitter.
Not to say that the 2.7K that comes out of that is like you were saying, we had a discussion about it. It is absolutely really good. I mean, 2.7, it's going to have 1080p transmission though now. So with that OcuSync 2, I think it's OcuSync 2, it's going to have 1080p transmission. So, what you see in your phone is going to be really nice. All the screenshots that you do and the, phone capture.
Well, dollar for dollar, the Mini 2 SE is going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, you can't.
I mean, just look at that piece of engineering.
You mean it's going to be
reviewing right now?
You think it's going to be better than this? Come on, Kai. You can't tell me that.
Better than that.
You can't tell me it's going to be better than this.
Freaking Tello is better than that.
You know what I thought about today? This is what I thought about. I'm just gonna take the review and just not do it. And then for the next couple of days, I'm gonna go take out my Avata and enjoy flying for a couple of days. Because I am so sick.
You need to take out your long range, your LR5.
I know I need to take this out.
Yeah, that thing.
I'm gonna
That thing
take that.
needs
I'm
to
gonna
get
take that
in
sucker
there.
out for a freaking cruise, dude. We're going long range cruising. So once we get her going, she's going for and it'll be so fast. I bet you this thing goes 60 easy. So I'll be hauling ass. I'll be able to make 2 laps around the area that I fly. And about a mile circle. I bet you'll be able to do 2 mile circles with that thing in less than 8 minutes. In around 8, yeah.
So is today Taco Tuesday for you?
Yeah, it is. Real tacos. We got my daughter's not cooking, so it won't be salad Tuesday. It'll be we'll actually have a taco today, which is kind of nice. I actually look forward to them. So
My lady told me she's taking me out for dinner tonight. So,
well, that's nice. Well, you took care of her for all that time. How's she feeling now? I'm gonna keep asking you until she says, "Yeah, she's actually feeling pretty good."
well, she's feeling a whole lot better, but it's still not back 100%.
She's getting out. That's the big thing. You're getting out of the house.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of there, out of Dodge.
Eat More Pasta wants to know if those are toroidal shaped tacos.
Yes. There's three tacos stacked on top of each other with cheese.
What the hell is that? What are you referring to? What he was holding in his hand? That's the
that thing
for him.
back there. I can't. You're gonna have to look through the replay.
Well, it'll come to Dad Random channel eventually.
Oh God. Let me tell you something. Somebody's dad's gonna get this for Christmas and they're gonna put it up.
And gonna hate life.
Oh, and then they're gonna wonder why their wife doesn't watch drone videos. Well, she should have before she bought
Sea Island. Well, there's an idea.
Sea Island. What's that?
That's a restaurant chain down here.
Wow.
Seafood. They're pretty good.
The W80 thing. Well, the concept, one vision, I'll give you an example. If you've ever seen on Amazon, if you've ever seen the Holy Stone 720E, it's kind of, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. And not ever flying the Holy Stone 720E, I can imagine it's pretty good. I've seen enough from it. I've seen video from it, and this one actually has stabilized video like that, 2-axis gimbal. The prices though of these are so low right now because none of them have RID, and this one does not say fly indoors only. That's why I'm saying, there you go, fly indoors only. There you go. You can stick this in your eye, Kai. See right there, safety. See right there. I'm going to put this in my eye. Okay, look, and I didn't hurt myself. See, that's why you need to have them on.
Well, it is safer if you hold it upright. Okay, hold on before you do that.
It's like a tattoo. Uh-oh. Hold on. I got to respond to a call. It's the talk. That's the taco yell upstairs. Guys, I'm gonna put a video up that's gonna be so embarrassing.
All right, now hold your prop up again.
Biohazard. I just need to circle inside. I just get some
That
longer
would
screws.
be that's the blood streak when you fire that up.
But I could stack these props, Kai, right here.
Yeah.
Stack them. They're double prop then. Put long screws on there. Maybe nobody's ever done that. I would definitely be the first that stacked their freaking toroidal props. But hemorrhoidal, we call them hemorrhoidal props.
Yeah, the
Because-
hemorrhoid because they're a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, getting, it's hard enough. I'm just to be quite honest, it's hard enough to deal with these kinds of screws, these T mounts, because it just takes extra time, and then there's different thicknesses of props, and you only get so much space to stick the screw in. They're kind of a pain in the ass too, but this one you got to worry about your prop flying into pieces. And no, if
one vision might be onto some.
I look forward to the crash video.
I think you just crash that into something in the most spectacular way, and you guaranteed to get views on that video.
Well, I'm gonna have to
everybody loves a good crash.
I'm gonna print these bigger so it fits on the diatone. I think the diatone is going to be the guinea pig.
I'll be getting a phone call. If I send you the diatone, will you put new motors and props on it, please?
Oh, that's good. That's been such a good quad. All my quads have been real good.
Gentlemen, Scott, you forget who you're talking to.
All right, gentlemen. It's Taco Tuesday and it's 5:30. Yeah. Don't send your props through the US mail. The ones I'm getting are not going to have the big hole in the middle either. They're just going to be the screw holes.
Well,
the spacers, the spacers are meant so you can use you can do all the different, you can put the single, what's the shaft side of that? I don't even know. Basically, so you can stick them on the regular motor. And I think I've heard that. I think I watched that video.
I mean, there's channels that thrive on that concept.
Right. The old T.
Tell me that I'm wrong.
the T prop versus the. Oh yeah. But
we have to go. I got to go to dinner. You got to get your tacos.
Yep.
And our hour is up. Just one more.
I got to bug you though, late, whenever. I don't need to fly that this weekend, so I'm gonna make sure I have a good day where I can just relax.
Well, we will get your things squared away. But everybody else, if you mind hitting that thumbs up button on the bottom there, I'd appreciate it.
Right there. That is the newest, latest, and greatest. This thing is going to be the greatest quad, the best quad. This is going to be quad of the year. Do drone camps. Quad of the year. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to totally freaking make fun of his channel. I like watching him do his things, but I'm going to totally do the old quad of the year thing. I'm going to do it. I've got it. Just wait. That's the next review. And what should we call it?
Take my money.
Kai Concepts, Friedrichsen Concepts. It's a new design. All right, I'll figure something out. I'm going to brand it for you.
No, it's still Ross's design.
Well, we can still.
It's just been slightly improved.
No, I have never seen a Rosser quad that's looked like this. It doesn't exist. Nobody knows how to build on this in this frame. It's totally a hybrid. There's nobody that's ever done this. Look at that. That's a freaking
I only
Taiwan.
had to design the antenna and the GPS mount from scratch. We got lucky with the camera mount.
Works
And
great.
get creative with the stack mounting.
So there's its angle right there. That's a great angle too. It's gonna be like I said, it's gonna fly
Gotta
about.
get creative with the 03 unit mounting. Yeah, it was that was challenging.
You can't even see it in there. Look at that. And then there you go. There's the card right there. Get it back here. You can see everything is accessible.
I actually had to put a spacer under the air unit so you could get your USB in there.
Right there. Right. She plugs in good. Yeah, I got to pull it back.
Yeah.
Right there.
You need more light.
Yeah. I don't have a key light coming straight at me. It's just above.
Yeah.
All right.
But it is time.
It is time.
It's that time of day.
So release day's coming. We're all excited. Everybody is just, on they're on the edges of their chairs.
Yeah.
The newest.
We're all on the edge of our seats where we can't wait to see the Mini 2 SE.
Again. Yeah. The Mini 2 again and again and again. Just keep bringing it, man. Just keep bringing that sucker. Oh boy.
All right. Have we got anyone that hadn't been wrenched in the chat? I didn't see anything. I kind of been looking.
Yeah,
but
if I forgot to say, Blizzard FPV, you got to get him.
Blizzard FPV, is he in there?
Yeah, he was back.
There he is. Oh, damn.
Get him.
He's been wrenched.
He's lurking in the shadows. Lurking in the shadows. But yeah, we got some excitement coming. Spring excitement. More than likely an Air 2 SE coming with a 2.7K camera.
2.7K camera on DJI beats the pants out of a lot of 4K cameras on the toy drones.
Yeah, any camera. I have no idea where they get their cameras from for the toy drones. They are just absolutely trash. The only camera, and I'm going to say this because it's embarrassing to even admit, is the Black Hawk 2's camera was really good. That was a good camera. They did put a good camera on the Black Hawk 2. Whatever the hell it is. Oh, that's right. It's an Air 1, which also had a pretty damn good camera and probably would still probably rips. I've seen those for sale. You can get yourself an Air 1. Throw yourself a 4-Hawks on it, and you're out for 2 miles. And then your battery drops, and then you're screwed.
All right, brother. I am hungry. You got to go get your tacos. I got to go get my dinner. Y'all, appreciate everyone that
out of here
spent time with us. We'll do it again next Tuesday. We'll probably do some on Friday. You doing some on Friday?
Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah. Yep.
I should be able to make this Friday. Last Friday was kind of a unforeseen circumstance, but my girlfriend's son came day before he left to go back to play Navy. So,
yep, maybe we'll have some 3-inch props on a diatone. Maybe we'll have video.
Disaster.
Maybe we'll have video. We might have video to share.
So again, everybody hit the thumb on the way out, if you would, please. I appreciate it. And we shall see you soon. And Chris, thanks for hanging out with me.
Oh, thank you for getting my baby back to almost flying condition. So
Yeah, we'll get the rest in the settings.
excited.
All right, laters.
Put up the Kai 2.
Laters.